Many people called it the Secret City, a place in the Appalachians that sprung from the mud of eastern Tennessee during the early 40s. It was at the height of World War II.
That nickname came from all the rumors about what might be happening behind the guarded gates of Oak Ridge. Exactly what was being done there and who was doing the work has become part of a big story thanks to a best-selling local author. News
13's Frank Crocker joins us now with a special report, The Girls of Atomic City.
They accounted for more than half the bustling workforce of about 70,000 young women, many right out of high school. They came with the promise of good-paying jobs that had something to do with bringing the boys back home. That is all they knew.
I just had a job and I just did what they told me to do. They told me I was going to be a leak detector. I would detect leaks in the pipes, and I didn't know what was going through them, and I still don't.
Colleen Black left her home in Nashville, Tennessee in 1944, still lives in Oak Ridge today, and has vivid memories of what she did know.
We had no sidewalks, streets weren't paved. It was very crowded. There were lines for everything, grocery stores, even for church. You had to stand in line. Really not a place I wanted to be after I got here. And I lost my shoe first thing in the mud. You cannot believe.
What's almost beyond belief now is that Colleen and the rest were kept in the dark.
We knew that the men had gone to war. You know, there was a shortage of men, and they said you could come to Oak Ridge and do war work and make something that would help win World War II.
That something was fuel for an atom bomb, codenamed Little Boy, and dropped over Hiroshima, Japan, August 6th, 1945.
I saw these women, sitting on these stools, and I looked at these panels with all their knobs and dials and gauges.
Asheville author Denise Kiernan talked with us at the Atomic Museum in Oak Ridge, sitting in front of a photo she came across researching another project. It's the image that led to her New York Times bestseller, The Girls of Atomic City.
I looked at the caption and it said these women were enriching uranium for the world's first atomic bomb, only they didn't know that at the time.
So Denise drove the 2 hours over to Oak Ridge and found what is still a sprawling high-security operation responsible for producing, maintaining, and dismantling uranium parts for all nuclear weapons in the U.S. arsenal. Many of the old buildings are gone, and there's little evidence of what was considered high security way back when.
Everybody was here for the same purpose, and it was the spirit of winning the war. We just wanted to win the war.
Denise met people like Colleen, women who worked tirelessly, without question, while protecting a secret that was even being kept secret from them.
You couldn't forget that you couldn't talk, because everywhere you saw these great big billboards. What you see here, what you do here, what you hear here, when you leave it here, leave it here.
People felt hesitant to talk about their work still today, almost 70 years later for some of them, because they weren't supposed to talk about what they were doing.
And they didn't. Not a whisper.
A bomb hits Japan. That was on August the 6th.
Until word got out about the secret city.
They had the Knoxville News Sentinel, and it told about Oak Ridge. And that we thought, we made a bomb, and I didn't know what part my pipes had in making the bomb, but I knew I had helped to do that.
Loose lips sink ships. So it was that message that you found throughout World War II, but driven so much more strongly in Oak Ridge because of the nature of the work that was going on here.
For Colleen, it was simple.
They just said, don't ask any questions, don't tell anybody what you're making. You just couldn't talk about your work. So I didn't.
For all of us who were not there, it still begs the question.
How do you keep a city secret?
It was strange, but it was a secret. That's all I can say.
That's all I can say. Colleen, obviously, one of those still playing it close to the vest. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the Girls of Atomic City, just go to WLOS.com and click on News Links.